Send this video to your ADHD friends. Why ADHD is like having superpowers. 5 strengths you didn't know you had. I like to create content, run ads, make fun commercials, and do photography. I don't really advertise that. Hyperfocus is a superpower, and here's why. A lot of people with ADHD often struggle with focus, me included. So take your ADHD friends, send this video to your ADHD friends. But people with ADHD, you know, when they're passionate about something, they have this hyper focus for hours. For me, when I first get up in the morning, if I attack the biggest thing first, I can use that hyper focus plus added creativity to just smash stuff out. And I'll tell you the type of that I get done for my clients. For example, I'm very expensive to work with. That is on purpose because it takes time to be creative for somebody. It could take me 6 hours to form an idea. I could get sidetracked if something's going on. Their project could end up taking crazy amounts of time. Now, they're not paying for that. In my local area, I see a lack of creativity. When a company hires me and my team get my hyper focus between my creative agency and online, I've started to dial more into helping people be more sound. If there's people out there that have no talent that can make money online, you're sitting on more skills than you think. This hyper focus has been my superpower. Sometimes I can't control it, but I've leveraged it. Don't eat sugary foods before I go to sleep. Attack the biggest shit in the morning, and I can use my hyper focus. Sometimes I don't get a full work day of that hyper focus. Some days I get disconnected, put everything down, go to the gym, and to just kind of like regain that edge and then come back and sit down. Some people are like, how can you do that when you're exhausted? It can bring my hyper focus back. I'm ADHD, so that's my superpower, and that's how I leverage my hyper focus. When you're locked in, you can accomplish more in less time than most people. It's like flipping a switch and going into power mode. For those of you that have this, lean in more to your superpower, because that hyper focus has been able for me to block distractions. And sometimes relationships can be a fucking distraction. Women can be a distraction. Drugs can be a distraction. But in order for me to be successful and get to where I am now and to keep growing, having high expectations is probably, I would rather fall short on a huge goal or like way overset my goals way up here. Lean into your hyper-focus superpower. Next one is creativity. ADHD minds tend to jump between ideas and make connections others wouldn't see. This leads to unique solutions and creative approaches to problems. Your brain is wired to innovate in ways most people can't. Sometimes I can get really dialed in after the gym. Sometimes it's right away in the morning. And sometimes it's when I'm really tired at the end of the night. Sometimes I'll just go outside and take a 5-10 minute walk. As I'm on that short break, I realized, bam, somehow I've entered another creative zone just by walking and thinking about other stuff not related to what I'm doing. And I can come back and work for 2-3 more hours, and sometimes it'll bring me into late night projects. But from a creative mindset, the results I get are unique for my clients. Maybe I should start sharing some of the stuff, not all of it, but just a little bit. I create marketing material, funny content, creative ads. With this approach, we always have won more than the traditional marketing company. You can only get so far that way. When I leaned more into my creative superpower and started telling no to clients, what do you do as a company for fun? What do you do in your free time that's creative? Lean into your creativity. It leads to unique solutions and creative approaches to problems. I've had nothing but success with it. Is it something that I want to continuously do? I would rather leverage this creative moments in my life to build and reach more people online. Hence why you see this video. High energy and enthusiasm can get a lot of people to think that you're on drugs, or are you okay? Just to have this funny, goofy, high energy air around you as a person. I've definitely destroyed my life in the past with drugs and then got a really good hold on my boundaries, even into cutting out toxic people. But that's what I had to do for myself. A lot of people might ask or talk behind your back like, man, that Anthony, he's definitely on something. I'll tell you what, I don't need to be on something to have this amount of high energy and enthusiasm. ADHD for me means I'm not paying attention to you and I'm hyper while I'm doing it. It's like knocking on the door and nobody's listening to you, but they're inside jamming out and you're on the outside like, I know they can fucking hear me. Now, ADHD often brings a lot of energy, which can be seen as hyperactivity or, is he on drugs? Your superpower, channeling that energy into things you love. What I do, and it's been able to bring me healthy boundaries, healthy relationships, and a full-time income. And even to the point where now I've been able to put more of my time into my passion, my hobbies, making money online, and helping busy people that otherwise wouldn't be able to change their lives. Feels good. It's a feel good for me. And it comes from a place of growth. It used to come from a place of scarcity. Now we got such a list of referrals. Like, it doesn't matter if 2-3 clients drop off. Your superpower of channeling that energy into things you love gives you a drive. It's like having an internal battery that never runs out when you're in your element. People with ADHD often feel more comfortable taking risks or acting on impulse. This can be tricky to manage and can also mean jail or prison time. It means you're willing to take bold moves and seize opportunities others might shy away from. The fearless approach to life, it takes a lot of enthusiasm, risk-taking, courage, and confidence. If I look back to the way I was raised, I wouldn't say I was taught to grow up to be confident. My parents might argue, well, we didn't not teach you, so maybe it was subliminal. When there's not enough confidence, not enough conviction, people don't believe in what they're doing. Use this risk-taking and courage, put it into your work, your hobbies, your passions, something healthy for you, because you will be able to reap the benefits. As a result, if I can do it, you guys can too. Everybody out there that has ADD or ADHD can also do it. Dealing with ADHD challenges forces you to constantly adapt and find ways to manage daily tasks. Your superpower here is that this makes you highly resilient. You've learned to bounce back from setbacks quickly and find new paths forward. When things don't go as planned, you don't spend a lot of time in those down energy emotions. You address it. Now it's time to crush it. We're going to adapt to this new surroundings with your confidence, your hyperfocus, and everything else. It's a modern day superpower. When channeled for positive and good, for either yourself or others, you can have better results with your resilience and adaptability using your ADHD superpower for good. It makes you highly resilient to bounce back from setbacks quickly, no matter your past life or people that have a bad opinion of you. That's never going to shape your future because you're fighting to change that. Focus this adaptability into your daily life and reap the benefits, whatever you're trying to do, whether it's financial, physical, you just want better relationships, whatever that is, focus your superpower and you will reap the benefits. I hope a lot of you can resonate with this because I didn't even really want to make these videos, but after I switched my whole channel to making passive income online because of the results I was getting and the people I was helping, I realized I didn't want to create content like everybody else. If I'm just myself and help people, I am never going to get burned out. I will always have a love and compassion for what I do and others. I want to hear how you guys leverage your ADHD or ADD as your superpower. Drop comments, either what you've learned or how you are leveraging this for your superpower, because I'm just not connected with enough people that feel this way or have this going on in their lives. Leverage your ADHD as a superpower.